Welcome to the program. We begin with that top story where the industrial court has brought about a new twist to the ongoing teachers' strike. Now in its fourth week, Judge Nelson Abuoda has ordered the suspension of the ongoing teachers' strike for about 90 days to allow for mediation between the Teachers Service Commission and the unions. Our reporter Michelle Ngele has been at the Milimani Law Courts and has been following that particular story and brings us up to speed among the other orders that have been made by the court. Michelle.
Thank you very much, Ian. Very big ruling there by Justice Nelson Abuoda at the Labour Relations Court, a ruling based on the hearing where the Teachers Service Commission challenged the legality of the ongoing teachers' strike. Now, the court today has declined to declare this particular strike as illegal, saying that teachers were necessitated to go on this strike because of the failure of the Teachers Service Commission to obey the 50 to 60% salary increment, and so teachers had no option but to resort on a strike action. There have been several directives, however, that have been given by the court today that will determine the way forward in the teachers' stalemate. And the first is that the teachers have to suspend the strike for 90 days, and this is definitely informed by the fact that national examinations will be commencing on Monday, the 28th of September, and teachers had stated that they will not mark examinations which they have not supervised. Now, the second directive is directed towards the Teachers Service Commission, which has been directed to convene within 30 days a neutral committee to discuss the way forward in the ongoing teachers' stalemate. But the Teachers Service Commission has also been directed not to take any disciplinary action against the teachers and to pay them their full September salaries. Remember, the Teachers Service Commission had threatened that by virtue of the teachers' strike being unprotected, they would not get their September salaries. It had also threatened to sack head teachers and teachers who had gone on strike, but they have now been directed not to take disciplinary action against the teachers and to give them their full September salaries. Now, the final directive is that if after 90 days during which the teachers will have called off their strike and nothing has been done regarding the 50 to 60% salary increment, then both parties have the right under the law to take whatever action they want, and so the teachers will be free to go back on strike if they have not been paid. But this very same court, Ian, has directed the executive and the legislature to be more serious in handling the issue of teachers' pay, saying that this has been an issue for the past 20 years since President Moi's era. Every year, teachers are crying and going on strike that that the salary is not enough. So the government has been asked by this court to take serious action in solving the teachers' dispute, and they have been told that the cajoling and the intimidation and the can't pay, won't pay attitude will not solve this matter. Now, let's take a look at that clip of Justice Nelson Abuoda giving this particular ruling.
May deem fit in the circumstances, and recognizing the delicate nature of the dispute and what it portends for the future of our children in public schools, and guided by the provision of Article 3(1) of the Constitution that binds us as a people to respect, uphold and defend the Constitution, appreciating the calmness and respect the parties, especially the respondents, have displayed in awaiting the determination of this dispute and doing the best I can in the circumstances, I hereby order as follows. A. In the interest of the children in public schools and the rights under Article 521(3)(c) of the Constitution, respondents are hereby ordered to suspend for 90 days. The strike commenced on 1st September 2015 with the consequence that the respondent members do resume duties immediately. B. The petitioner and the respondent within 30 days of this judgment, with the help of the Cabinet Secretary for the time being in charge of labor matters, appoint a neutral and mutually agreeable conciliator or conciliation committee and engage in conciliation in good faith, limited to exploring the viable modalities of implementing the award in Petition number 5 of 2015, bearing in mind the government fiscal policies and budgetary cycle. C. The petitioner will not victimize or in any way take any adverse step against the respondent's members for participating in the strike called on 1st September 2015 by the respondent, and this includes payment of full salaries and allowances without any deduction whatsoever on account of the period the respondent's members participated in the strike called by the respondents. D. Either party shall, upon the expiry of the 90-day period, in A, either party shall, upon the expiry of the 90-day period stated in A and failure to conciliate the dispute as stated in B above, be at liberty to declare a trade dispute and exercise any of their rights as provided under Article 41 of the Constitution, as read together with Section 76 of the Labour Relations Act. Each party shall bear their own cost of the petition. These are the order of the court. So wait.
May I start?
Yes.
May I start?
All right, that is the ruling by Justice Nelson Abuoza. Important point to note, though, although teachers have said they will obey this particular court order, NAT Secretary General Wilson Sossion has said that teachers will not report back to school on Monday because the teachers' unions will be appearing this very same court, the Labour Relations Court, before the very same judge to discuss the way forward on Monday, the 28th of September at 2:30 p.m. So they will be clearing the air because the government had directed that all public schools in the country should be closed down indefinitely, and so they say they cannot direct their members to go back to work when parents have not taken their children to school. So the union officials will be announcing the way forward on Monday, but teachers will not be reporting back to school on Monday. Both sides of the case, however, both the teachers' unions and the interested parties, the Teachers Service Commission, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, as well as the Attorney General, are quite happy with this decision, saying that the judgment was well informed and solved the current problem because teachers will be there to invigilate the national examinations. Back to you, Ian.